Good afternoon, ma'am.
Very good afternoon. Okay, so let's move on to the new chapter. That is chapter 20,
2.
22. We are almost there to complete the portions. The chapter 22 is an easy and a general chapter. Clothing functions and selection of clothes. That is the chapter name. Clothing functions and selection of clothes. Chapter 22. Okay, so look at your clothes you are wearing today. Hmm? And why you are wearing them. Look at your clothes you are wearing today and why you are wearing them.
It's very light,
Light. So, what is the reason for that? Why you choose lightweight clothes?
so I don't get very sweaty.
I don't get.
Sweaty.
Okay. Because it's hot, right? So you use light clothes to avoid hotness to your body, right? Right. So everyone choose clothes according to their needs. Hmm? What are the functions of clothes? We already discussed that. Functions of clothes.
They protect us from the temperature and environment.
Very
And
good.
comfortable.
Affordable, right?
Yes,
Uh,
affordable.
then
Then
functions of clothes. It gives protection. Then think. You are the only one in my class. So think.
it's protect our body. Like
Yeah, you already said that. It protect the clothes protect ourselves. Us. Then any other functions?
status.
Very good. The clothes that help you to show your status and prestige, right? Then very good, very good. Then these are the five important functions of clothes according to your syllabus. Okay. Protection, modesty, identification, status and prestige, and adornment. The five basic functions of clothes: protection, modesty, identification, status and prestige, and adornment. Okay, so you already said that we wear clothes to protect our body from environment, right? The clothes basically protect our body from the harsh environments, like the harsh environmental conditions, very hot climates, and it protect the cold atmosphere from our body. So the clothes basically help you to protect the our body from the harsh environmental conditions. That is the first point. Okay. And then what about the clothes that we wear in hot season?
Cotton. So it's very light.
Okay. Then
Then it's comfortable. So we don't sweat so much.
okay, good. So basically, in our hot summer seasons, we prefer the lightweighted clothes, the light clothes, and then sometimes we cover our head to protect from the heavy sunlight, right? We use the clothes to cover our face to protect our skin, our glowing skin. So we cover our skin using the cloth, right? So it protects our body from the hot climate. Then what about the winter seasons and cold climate?
We cover with like a wool and all. So
Very
it
good. The wool. Why? Because it provides heat to our body, a feeling of comfort in cold seasons. Then,
we wear sweaters and caps so that our head also feel uh, warm rather than
good.
cold.
Yes. Then sometimes the clothes also protect ourselves from the physical harms, right? You may see that some cricketers and all use the arm guards, leg guards, wristbands and all. Huh? they use these kind of clothes or they use these kind of garments to protect their particular body other than their normal clothing. They also use some additional clothes to protect their body from the physical harms. So it protects the first one, that is protection. The clothes provide protection from the harsh environment, and also it provide protection from the physical harms. Right. Nowadays we use mask, gloves. For what?
Protection from corona and germs.
Yeah, protection from infections, diseases, and all. We use these kind of fabrics also. So it provides a lot of protections. So what is the first function? Try to learn within the class. Okay.
Protection.
Protection. The clothes protect ourselves from the harsh environmental conditions like hot, cold, winter, like that. And it also protects from the physical harms, any injuries like that. And we use the mask, some medical clothes or medical equipments to cover our body to get protection from the viruses or infections. Okay, that is the first point, protection. Then modesty. What is considered modest in one society might not be considered as modest in another community or other society, right? What do you mean by modesty before that? What is modesty?
I think for dresses, some of them consider the traditional dresses as modesty. Like they don't like people wearing modern clothes, like jeggings, leggings, and all.
Yes. For in some communities or some, yeah, some communities they need to cover their head. Otherwise, it is considered as an immodesty. In some communities, they need to cover their legs. There is no right to show their leg, the bottom part. If they show their legs, it is considered as an immodesty. It is different. The modesty is different in different communities or different society. Our modesty is different from Americans, right? Every society and every countries it is different. So that is modesty. It also provide the clothes that provide modesty. Then you can write the definition for modesty. Okay, if someone asks what is modesty, you can say like this. Modesty refers to what people feel. Modesty refers to what people feel is the proper way of clothing. What people feel is the proper way of clothing to cover the body. To cover the body. Modesty refers to what people feel is a proper way of clothing to cover the body. Meghana, can you please read the definition for modesty?
Modesty refers to what people feel is the proper way of clothing to cover the body.
Very good. So, other function. For an institutions like school, they are in a school, right? So, for an institutions like school, we can easily identify a teacher and a student. Is it possible? I don't
Yes.
think so. Now I don't think so. Is it possible to identify a student and a teacher? But
Now, no,
yeah,
before all classes.
yes, right. So we can easily identify the professions or easily identify the personalities according to their dress. So it's another function, identification. Due to the uniforms or due to the dressing styles, we can identify a particular person or a individual. Okay. So what about in the case of hospitals? I
Uh,
told you that in the case of schools, it is
uh,
easy to identify a teacher and a student in
that,
a normal schooling, right?
and for the hospital nurses wear like white robes.
Yeah, they always wear the clothes in white clothes. And how you differentiate a doctor and a nurse? By
The doctor
clothes. Huh?
white
The help
like
of
around their neck the stethoscope will be there. The
that's not a cloth, right? We are learning about clothes.
that long white robe.
Yes. In some hospital, the nurses wear saris. Some hospitals, they wear short skirts and all in Bangalore and all, right? So the uniforms for a doctor and a uniform for a nurse, it is different. So we can easily identify a person, their age, their uh, everything. We can easily identify the sex or the gender. We can easily identify the gender from clothes, right? So it provides lots of information. The clothes that provide lots of information. Okay, like age, sex, then about the occupation, the professions, like that. We can easily identify. So we cover the 3 points, 3 functions. We discussed about that. First is protection, then modesty, then what is the third one? Identification. Very good. So then you told that the next function for clothes, that is status and prestige. Okay. What do you mean by that? Meghna, you are the only one. So you need to answer.
Like according to our dressing style, we can like in the case of police officers, we can divide by identify them by the stars and all.
No, right?
Like we can different differentiate the status among the policemen.
Good. You may have seen in certain historical films the clothes of a king and a cloth of a queen is entirely different from the cloth of a normal people, right? The common ones. So it shows a status. They are the king, they are the power man, they are the queen, right? So with the help of their clothes, we can easily identify their status. And another example, uh, in the case of a military man or a captain in the military team, we can see a badge here, right? It shows their status, it shows their prestige, it shows their rank. So we can easily identify their status from with the help of clothes, right? That is the fourth point. So what are the points? Meghna, can you please list? It's an easy one.
Protection,
Very good.
identification,
Yes. Can you
stat,
please make this point a sentence?
and like protection. It's a protect us from harsh environment
What?
and physical
That
harms.
protect us from what environment?
Then identification. It help us to identify the certain rank, like teachers, students. Like we can differentiate them by their clothing and
So the
by
function of clothes, that means the clothes easily help
us.
everyone to identify their age, their sex, their occupation. That is a one function. Then
Then status and prestige, like we can identify them by their clothes and like
particular piece of clothes, we can easily identify their status.
rank, sex,
Yeah. Now we use the mask. What about that? We use the mask. We use the gloves to get protection from
infection.
viruses, right? So the clothes also provide protection to our body from these kind of dangerous infections or viruses like that. Then be familiar with this term, adornment. Hmm? Meghna?
Like wearing for uh, it's according to our own wishes and our own decision. Like we adore it.
Yeah, in the case of our chapter, what about our topic? Clothes.
Clothes function,
Hmm?
like function.
Yeah, adornment. What does that term means? We all are girls, right? We have a common feature. What is it?
Like
We always try to decorate ourselves, hmm,
uh,
to
like
improve our appearance. We use jewelries, we use cosmetics, use lipsticks, eyeliner for what? To enhance our appearance, right? To improve, to look attractive in front of others. We decorate our body, we decorate ourselves, we apply we apply cream. Hmm? Then all then nail polishing. Why we need this nail polishing? For what? What is the purpose of that?
To adore her needs.
To adornment, right? To improve our appearance, to improve our looks. Then tattooing, hair braiding, hair knotting, all these comes under the adornment. To look attractive, to improve our appearance, we use some certain kind of clothes or certain things to improve our appearance. Okay, that is the term adornment. You want to look attractive in front of others? What is your opinion about that? Is it good or bad by doing all this kind of decorative to your body? Is it good or bad?
Like, I think I just only wear kajal and nothing.
Yeah,
I don't like
we
because
also.
it's just my skin.
Yes. Actually, it's not good to apply too much of cosmetics to the skin, right? Okay. So these are the functions. According to your syllabus, these are the functions, but these are the general topics. The protection, modesty, identification, status and prestige, and adornment. All these are the 5 important functions of clothes. Okay. Can you please summarize the points?
Protection,
Hmm.
modesty,
No,
identification.
I don't need the list. I need to summarize you. Summarize.
So,
You need
like,
to elaborate the points. If a question asks, what are the functions of clothes for a 4-mark questions? 4-mark question. What you write? Some general, I only need the general points.
protections protect us from the harsh environments and physical harms. Then modesty, it refers our appearance by we can tell it by our appearance. Then identification, we can identify the specific like students and teachers through their clothing. And
Don't say like that. For the identification part, we can easily identify a person, their age, their sex, their occupation using the clothes. That is a function. Okay. Identification.
we can identify a person by their clothing,
Yeah.
like gender and all.
Then
And status and prestige, we can identify them by clothing, and we can
half of the
differentiate.
note. Just
Uh,
memorize. Just recall the memory.
we can differentiate them.
Fine.
And adornment, we use we used to decorate use decorations and all in our clothing to adore ourselves.
Very good. Very good, Meghna. Meghna, any doubts in your practical sessions?
Can we use color pencils for heading? Like when we write the heading, instead of practically we write certain heading now. So can we
Yes.
use color pencils to underline or something?
Yes, you can use the light ones.
Ah,
Okay, the light colors. No problem. And for interleaves and all, you can decorate the interleaf using some beads, give some attractive borders and all. Okay.
then can for the interleaf can we like draw something related to
Yes,
that
yes.
particular.
If it's a, for an example, if it's a time management topic, you can draw a clock in the interleaf. Interleaf, that is time management. You can draw a clock. Okay. So in the case of space management, you can draw a room, a kitchen, L-shaped kitchen. You can draw anything in the interleaf part, not in the record sheets. In interleaf, you can write, you can draw, you can stick pictures. If it is a nutrition part, you can collect the pictures from magazines and you can also stick it there. Okay. Then anything else? Fine. Then there are certain factors that affect our clothes, right? Which are they? Some factors that affecting the clothes in different stages. We have different kind of clothes. Why?
uh, Factors:
Yes, the factors that affecting the clothes.
money,
Very good. Money, income.
size,
Very good.
then trends,
Yeah, the fashion trends, the current trends.
The climate.
Very good. Climate, then.
Age.
Very good. You're almost there. Then.
Figure. Like
Very good figure. Then. Your memory is working. See?
personality.
Good. Then.
Size.
Hmm. So you're almost there. These are the factors that affecting the clothes in India, not in other countries, in India. Personality, age, size, climate, figure, fashion, income. Then only to add the occupation, drape, and workmanship. Almost all the points you covered. Very good. So these are the factors that affect the clothes in India. Our personality, culture, the value of a person can be easily judged from his or her dress, right? Our values, our personality, it can be easily judged by our clothes. That's the first one. And what about age?
Some clothes are limited to certain ages, so we can't
Yeah.
wear.
Yeah. The different clothes are required for different age groups, right? For an infant or for an adolescent, it's not same. We need different clothes for an infant and we need entirely different clothes for an adolescent, right? So according to their age, the clothes are different. Meghna.
Then can we write traditional culture? Because sometimes we can wear the jeans. Like we should wear
Yeah, it's
traditional.
also a factor. Other factor. You can also include that. It's your point, right? It's good to add your own points in your answer. Okay. So what are points we need to think while selecting a cloth for an infant? Basically, their skin is very soft, right? They are very vulnerable to the infections, and also we need to choose the clothes very appropriately, or we need to give care while choosing the clothes for the children. Basically, we prefer the cotton clothes, very soft clothes, the lightweight clothes to the children. Hmm? Then, what about adolescents? We
Like
need,
size.
yeah, we need, according to our size, it's different. And we need stylish clothes, right? For an infant, it's not needed. But adolescents, for us, we need
Stylish.
stylish clothes, or according to the fashion, we need to change our trends. All these matters. And we can't wear a childish dress in adolescence, right? Sometimes it looks odd from your peers and all, right? So it's a difference. So infants' clothes should be soft and can be washed and dried easily. Why? Because the only thing they do is
Okay.
they, yeah, that's the elimination, sleeping, and they eliminate the food, they eat food, they just sleep. That is the only task they do. Wow. But now we are doing a lot of things. They're only doing sleeping, eating, then eliminate. Simple jobs, right? So we need to choose the clothes according to that. The clothes, we need to wash their clothes repeatedly. We need to wash their clothes frequently. So choose the clothes according to that. We can't provide the dyed ones or printed ones because due to the continuous wash, it will definitely fade away, right? So provide the clothes accordingly. Then,
They prefer
yes,
white cotton dress now
it's
for
good.
of infants.
Yeah. What's your question, Meghna?
Like most of the parents try the white color cotton.
Actually, that's the better one. We cut the old clothes, right? Old clothes, or sometimes we buy a new one and we wash it, dry under the sun, and then we use the small pieces clothes for cleaning them and all. It's a better one. Then, what about the next factor? Size. What is the next factor? Size. Meghna, share
Like
your point.
we should get clothes according to our own sizes.
Hmm. So it is very important to purchase clothes according to unique size or our own size. Your size is different from mine. So I need to purchase clothes according to my measurements, my body measurements. Then it should be fit. Fit means not the tight ones. It should not be oversized or it should not be undersized. It should be fit to our body. Otherwise, it creates a discomfort while doing the activities, while doing some works and all. Then, usually in our shops or usually in the textile industry, we have some sizes, some size chart, which are the extra small, that is XS, then S,
S,
then
L,
L
M,
means, yeah, M means
large,
medium, L means large,
then
then
XL,
extra large, then
double X.
extra large, double XL.
For some dresses there will be triple XL.
Yeah. So yes, extra large. That's it. Okay. So for purchasing a pant, which size you need for pants? Eh?
Length
Nikita?
of the length of the leg from I think from hip we count.
Okay. How you purchase your jeans?
Uh, like uh, I think after 1 year my size increases, so we'll
Okay.
count it. Like
Oh, fine. So basically, we give our waist size, right? 32, 28. So for pants, we need that size, the waist part. Hmm? Then, what about in the case of skirt and all or the frock, the bottom part, you need the or we need the length of the cloth till our knee or till complete the flare ones. So we need the length for that. And then, what about a shirt? How you purchase a shirt for your father?
the shoulder width.
Yeah, the collar width or the shoulder ones. The collar size. Good. Maybe 42, 44, 39, 40, like that. Good. Then climate. Sorry. The next one, that is climate. We already discussed that, right? The clothing requirement of cold
Like
climate would be entirely different from the clothing requirement of a summer season. Each season we need different kind of clothes or different materials. The warm and bright colored clothes should be used in winter or summer season.
warm
Warm and bright colored clothes.
winter.
Very good. Then what about summer? Just the
Light
opposite, the
color.
light colored clothes for
Light.
the, yeah, for the summer seasons. Then next one, that is occupation. Add your points. Occupation.
Like according to the occupation, we select certain clothes. It can be job or like for students we select the uniform according to the
Okay.
and does for occupation does it include the wage from that particular occupation?
Wage. You mean salary?
Yes.
Why?
Like if that person has low salary,
So
uh,
it comes under the income part, right? Income, not under the occupation. Income. So clothing is associated with the professions. We already discussed that our doctors and nurses wear the white clothes. Then usually, what about the working people with no uniforms? They usually wear the formal clothes, the good ones. should be neat, should be clean. It's a general one, right? If they have no uniforms, they need to look good in front of others. So they were a normal or a formal clothes. Okay, that comes under the occupation part, and then figure. It's very important. Do you know your figure, Meghna?
It's like curves like that.
Ah, no, not that detailed. Is it thin, fat, tall, or short? Which is
Tall and
the pattern? Hmm?
tall and thin.
Tall and thin. In my case, I'm thin, but I'm not tall, but I'm not short. Medium. Okay, so we all know all type of clothes do not suit for everyone, right? Some clothes are only good for some persons. Why?
Like it's all demands for that certain figure.
Right. So, what type of clothes is good for a thin person like us?
Like a salwar,
Hmm. Usually, it
chili.
is better to wear fluffy and heavy clothes, the heavy ones. So, it helps us to look at least some body. Hmm? If you wear heavy and fluffy clothes, the audience feels that ah, something is there in their body, right? Okay, that is the first one. Then fat. What about a fatty person? Just the opposite. They should wear a soft and a light clothes. The difference. Soft and the light clothes. Okay, so for a thin person, fluffy and heavy clothes, it's very important. Okay, figure. Then fat, it should be soft and light. What about the tall? Tall one. Tall person.
Like the long puff midi, like that.
Okay, basically, a tall person should wear clothes with the horizontal lines. Horizontal lines means, or the horizontal designs, not only the lines, horizontal designs. Is it this or this? Which is the
Yes.
horizontal one? Hmm?
One.
This?
Yes.
Yeah. So for a tall person to look short or a medium height one, you can wear the clothes with horizontal designs to look smaller. Horizontal designs. Then just the opposite. For the short person should wear the clothes with vertical lines and designs to look taller. Vertical lines or the vertical designs.
Ma'am, if
Again,
I wear the horizontal design, I won't look shorter. I don't know why.
actually, this is a science for the theory